So at this point, I think I've made enough videos where I want to make a Q&A kind of video. You guys have been watching me for quite some time, but you don't really know who I am, and I want to help you answer those questions today. Before we start the questions, I want to talk to you about where this origin name of GT Epic comes from. It started about maybe 12 to 14 years ago. I was hanging out with my best friend and we were just like, YouTube was this brand new thing that it wasn't that popular. I think the highest subscribed person on the internet was Ray William Johnson with like 3 to 5 million subscribers, and we thought it was the coolest thing ever. So we decided, why don't we make a YouTube channel where we can both make videos and just have like a really fun time. So we decided to make a YouTube channel called GT Epic, and at the time that stood for Guys That Entertain People in Cyberspace. And then after that, I really just kept the name for myself because I was the one who just kept on making the YouTube videos and just kept trying to improve. But at one point I lost the channel and I couldn't find it. And then it just fell off of like the YouTube realm for like 10 years. So last year I wanted to make a gaming channel and I decided, why not just name it GT Epic? That's what it was previously. Let me just get back into it and then just start making videos. So I initially started making a lot of videos about gaming. I wasn't really sure about what I wanted to have the channel be. So I was really into Rocket League at the time, and I'm still really into Rocket League, but making so many videos that were exclusively about Rocket League just really wore me out. So then I took a 6-month break. And now I'm just back. I rebranded and I want to make it not just gaming, but I also want to make it about myself and about my life and do some vlogging and just like having fun in general. Anyway, I got all these questions here lined up from just my friends, family, and viewers that just watch me on the regular. I'm going to start answering these guys for you. All right, question number 1. What got me into YouTube? Like I said, 12 to 14 years ago, I really wanted to make a video, add some special effects, write a story, and that's what I ended up doing. I ended up making, across the board, many different kinds of videos with special effects, and even some action videos that if I choose, I might actually feature them on this channel because they're just really entertaining to see myself acting from such a long time ago. Alright, so, oh shit, I dropped it. Okay, question number 2. What is your favorite drink? Alright, hands down, there's no competition with this one because this is the first drink that ever comes to my mind. It is the Mexican Coca-Cola. It is the one with the real sugar and it just tastes so amazing, especially with like fast food or pizza or fries or anything. Honestly, it's an amazing drink overall, and it's my go-to drink every time I'm out going to like a restaurant. Would you upload your conscious to the cloud? Okay, so given that at this point of our life we're that advanced in technology, and maybe I'm already hitting that age where like you never know, something might actually happen. Yeah, you know what, I'll give it a try. If they can promise me some kind of a virtual world that I can live in and live out the rest of my days, yeah, why not? I'll give it a try, especially if someone like Elon Musk is the one to design it. I trust that guy. Alright, I don't know if this is question 3 or question 4, but what is your favorite food? Pizza. Hands down, every time pizza. I don't remember how many times I didn't know what I really wanted to eat that day, and I've always settled for pizza. And on top of that, I don't really ever get tired of it. I can eat pizza like almost every day and be happy with it. Next question. How old are you? I am 26 years old. If you guys haven't seen my previous video, 26 things I've learned in 26 years, that's pretty much a dead giveaway of what my age actually is. Anyway, next question. Alright, so this one's an interesting one. This is from my girlfriend's best friend. When was the moment you fell in love with your girl? That's a really interesting question because there wasn't this one particular moment where I instantly fell in love. It was like an accumulation of events and feelings and just shared things amongst me and my girlfriend that made me decide this one day that I wanted to tell her that I love her. So there wasn't one exact moment that I fell in love, but there was a moment where I decided to tell her that I love her, and we were just hanging out watching a movie, and I just looked at her and I'm like, hey, I love you, and you don't have to say it back at the moment, but that's how I feel about you. So that was a really special moment of mine. Oh, this is another good one. How do you build confidence to be in front of the camera? So, that's a really interesting one. I wouldn't say I've ever had a really terrible time having confidence. I think my issue is sometimes I just don't really know what to say. And I have to think about it and really like kind of rehearse it in my brain a few times so I don't stumble over my words, which is something I'm actively working on. But as far as just being in front of the camera, I've always wanted to be in front of the camera, so it was never really an issue for me. Alright, so if someone was to bring you to a deserted island, what would you bring? Wow. I remember being asked this question back in the day, and if there's infinite amount of nourishment like food and water, and I need to bring something that was just really meaningful to me, I think I would bring people. So I would bring a few of my family members, and I would bring my girlfriend, and we'll just live out our days on the island. If they choose to join me, If not, then I'll have to settle for like my computer and some internet and maybe my cell phone just to like look at memes while I live out my days. How do you balance your work, social, and gaming life? Okay, very good question. So you don't ever want to overdo one thing, all right? So when I go to work, I know that I'm working 8 to 9 hours. The moment I'm done, I'm trying to like relax, trying to get away, trying to set my mind to think away from that. So once I'm done around 4:35. I can just pretty much go about my day. Sometimes, depending on the day, if it's a really good day, I would hit up my friends and we'll do something and go out. But on other days, if I'm just not feeling to being social enough, I'm on the gaming side and I'm be gaming with my friends. So I think a better way is like work and social life, because I tend to include gaming to be a part of social life as well, especially if you know what I mean. If you're a gamer, there's so many relationships you can form online, and they're just as special as the ones you form in real life. What games have you been into lately? Very good question. Honestly, I've been really, as usual, OG, hands down. Rocket League, that is my game. But I just got into Halo, the new Halo that just came out, and I've been destroying it with my best friends and trying to rank up, and it's just been a really good time. It really reminded me of back in the day when I would just play on Xbox with my friends and play Halo, but now I have the advantage because I'm a PC user and they're not, so they'd have to go up against other PC users, so I'm kind of used to it. What does your name mean? So if I remember correctly, I don't know if I told you in past questions, my name is Plamen, all right, and I'm from Bulgaria, and it's a very unique Eastern European name. Honestly, there's not too many people even named like that. I've met a handful of people throughout my entire life named as myself. So whenever I run into someone named as me, I think it's like something really cool, and we have like this special bond that I guess only people with the same names would know, but I can't always relate because I never really meet someone like myself with that name. But what does it mean? So it means flame or fire. It means flame or fire. That's it. Biggest thing you overcame in education. Really important one. I'm gonna say passing my calculus class. When I started calc, I remember my teacher telling me that if you look to your left and look to your right, both those people are probably gonna be failed and out of here. And truth be told, at the end of that year or that semester, there was only like 6 people left in the class, and I was still failing. I think I was at like a D plus, trying to get into a C, and I had to get like a high B on the final test to actually pass the class, just barely on like the 69.5%. And I studied my ass off. I studied 8 hours a day. I went to a tutor. I did everything that I can to actually try to pass this class. And on the day of the test, I got that 87% that I needed, and I passed with a 69.6, rounded up to a 70 for that C. So it is possible. So if you do the math in your mind, if you're up against a challenge like this and there is a chance to pass a class, even though it seems very slim, try it anyways, because stories like this do happen. Favorite superhero ever? All right, I got 2. Or I said I got 2. So first one ever, Goku from Dragon Ball Z. First show growing up. I've seen it at like the age of 3, age of 5, and I just thought Goku was just an absolute badass, always saving the world. and just destroying anyone in his way. And then the second superhero that I deeply enjoy watching and just I have fond memories of growing up is Spider-Man. Especially the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. That's who I watched when I was a kid, and especially that first movie where he was just discovering his powers for the first time, and that was like the origin of Spider-Man. Just really put a special spot in my heart. So when I went to go, wait, no, this is spoilers. Never. Okay, what is your job and why? Okay, guys, so I went to college for computer science. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I always saw myself doing forever if I had to do something. So that was my go-to. So my job is being a software engineer. So I work for a Silicon Valley type of startup company, and I've always wanted to be a software engineer. And part of the education and being a software engineer, I enjoy creating. I don't imagine myself doing anything else but like building something from the ground up. And when I get a chance to be a part of like a brand new company and a startup where I'm responsible for the initial foundation of this company, I had to take that chance. That's like the opportunity of a lifetime, and I don't regret it one single bit. Biggest pet peeve? Well, I have quite a bit, but the biggest one ever is when I'm making plans with someone and they just bail out on me, or we're set for a certain time to like meet up, and then they drag on and on and on, and it's like 3 to 4 hours later until we finally get to do these plans that we talked about doing for quite some time. Biggest pet peeve ever. It like kills me. Last question, and then I gotta go. What is the thing you miss most about Bulgaria? So I'm a first generation American citizen. We moved out, we left everyone and our entire family and everything back in Bulgaria. So the one thing I miss the most about Bulgaria is my family and spending time with them, and then getting to know them as a man now. I left at a really early age, and they've only known me as this child or this teenager, but now I'm 26 years old, and I plan to go back and seeing everyone, especially my grandparents, because they're just getting really old. So I think at this current moment, I miss my grandparents the most. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. So I want to say thank you guys for watching. It's been a pleasure making these videos for you guys and answering these questions. I hope that you got to learn something about me and who I am and what I do, because honestly, I have the greatest time working my job and making videos for you guys and just expanding my skill set and becoming this content creator for all of you guys to hopefully enjoy watching, and we can just build up this community eventually. Other than that, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, write a comment. I will reply to you, and tell me what you enjoyed the most about this video. And then if you have any other questions you want to know about me, just post it in the comments below. I will definitely answer you back. Peace out, guys, and take care. Have a good weekend.